So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. Successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pretty move. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Well, Lance's throw is caught here by Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got his target, Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. An option handoff given to Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. Flush to his right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lance. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lance. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Oh, some strong running. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Come on, man. Let's go. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25 yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a dump off here complete. And he has the 1st down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down, Jones. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. DeLance going to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, it's Lance. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Anthony McFarland. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road. Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Kinlaw. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devin Bush, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for New England.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
On 1st down, Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 38, Jones. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
They've got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Steelers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, it's brought in by Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Throwing Jones. Touchdown. Damian Harris with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down, Steelers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Working from the gun. Lance. Steps away to his left. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. Completion here to Claypool. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Lance now on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Steelers 28. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Foxborough. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Ross. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point safely through, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. His throw incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Lance. Finding Harris over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a play fake. Lance. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Jones throw complete there to Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Jones throwing complete for Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris from 21 yards away. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That's to Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Lance now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Lance now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.